Oh my lord. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
What's up, Team Dink? Here we are at a local park, and today we're gonna be doing some bass fishing with this 6-foot light action rod. I've got a little Rapala original rigged up, and I'm super stoked to fish with it. Small jerkbaits are just such a riot to fish with, so I'm excited to see what we can get into. Also, I have a feeling you're probably wondering why I'm using a rainbow trout pattern. I'm not worried about the fact that there's no rainbow trout in here. Bass are opportunistic feeders. They're gonna eat it. I guarantee it. Also, do you like my mustache? I think it's dandy. I hope you enjoy it. You know what? I'm rambling. Let's get started.
This first spot's gonna be sketchy if I catch fish here, but I gotta give it a shot. Should be some bass around these weed edges, I would think. I'm just gonna kind of work this. Oh, already, first freaking cast. He's gonna be a little bit of a pain to land. Oh gosh, gotta catch up with him. He's trying to get me down in the grass. Oh boy, it's a light action rod. Oh boy, what am I gonna do here? Can I do it? Can I swing him? Oh, got him. Well, that didn't take very long. Gotta love a little floating jerkbait. I forgot how fun to fish they are. They're just not very popular for bass fishing, but by golly, they are fun to fish with, especially with light gear. Little guy, but I tell you what, he's a start. Hate to throw him like that, but you know what? I'm so far above the water. Honestly, I just realized this is a terrible place to fish with a light action rod. So we're gonna keep moving, try to find somewhere where I can actually stand next to the water. The problem with this park is a lot of the banks are just lined with just this overgrowth of weeds. So it's impossible to fish half these banks. I'm sure there's a ton of bass over here, but I don't really wanna stand in the middle of probably a bunch of ticks and other creatures. So I'm gonna have to pass up on all this good water. No way. I just literally caught a pumpkin seed working this little guy through there. That was sweet. Oh boy. Well, I did not expect to catch a pumpkin seed, but he hammered it. All right, buddy, there you go. Bluegill just came and nosed up on it. Oh, there's a bass right underneath it. That was so fun to witness. Now can I get him out of this grass? That's the hard part. Oh my gosh. God, that's fun. That is fun. Oh man. Hey, look, look at this. I just caught a toad and a bass at the same time. That's just straight up impressive. There you go, buddy. We're catch and release, both with toads and with bass. I don't care that he's small. That was so fun to watch. All right, buddy, there you go. 4-pound test on a light action rod is absolutely not the gear you want for this. It's slop, and what I realistically should be fishing with is heavy braid and a frog. But I like a challenge. There was like 4 or 5 bluegill right underneath the jerkbait, and then all of a sudden a bass started nosing up on it, and he just took it and took off. I think sight fishing is one of my favorite things about fishing in general. When you have clear water and you use something that allows you to see the fish, it's so much fun. You just can't beat that. Oh, there's lots of bluegill. If a big one comes and hits this, that'd be so... Oh, bass! Freaking, this is awesome. I don't care that he's small. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Look at that. Man, it's like fishing a topwater. Oh, it's so much fun. That was a total dink, but I tell you what, that was insane. I love just watching the bluegill come up and look. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Bigger fish, not giant, but a nice one for this setup. I gotta keep him away from the grass. Oh my gosh, he came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. I can't horse him too much, but I also don't want him in that grass. That was sick. You think he wanted that? Oh my gosh, he T-boned it. He absolutely throttled this jerkbait. If you guys don't have any little floating jerkbaits, you absolutely need some. So much fun, so much fun. Not a giant fish, but on 4-pound test on a light action rod in the middle of slop, it's just absolutely so fun. There you go, buddy. Perfect. I'm gonna catch a fish on that cast. Man, these bluegill are going crazy. They won't eat it. They just kind of swipe net. Oh, bass. This one little hole right here is absolutely producing. Oh, he's barely hooked. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. There's a lot of fish in here. Oh, okay, that's an easy release. Whatever. I think I've kind of pulled all the bass out of here that I'm gonna get. Let's see if we can find another little hole. Oh my gosh, come eat it. Are you kidding me? He swerved it like 3 times. There he is. What is this? Is this a bass? Yeah, it's just a little guy. Boom. Small jerkbait, small bass, I'll take it. I gotta fish with these jerkbaits more often. That's a total dink, but I will take him. Okay, so there's this bank over here, and unfortunately there's a fisherman every like 30 feet. So it's gonna be pretty well impossible to fish all that. I've really got like no water to fish because so much of this place is overgrown with crazy weeds. Sketchy cast right here. Oh, bluegill! Finally! Yes! pretty nice. Oh my gosh, look at the colors on this bluegill. That's awesome. I was super hoping I was gonna catch one of these guys. Look at the colors on him, gorgeous. Well, that was like the least graceful release of my life. Now we've got 3 species with 1 little jerkbait. I definitely didn't expect more than just bass. I honestly thought I would just catch a couple bass and I'd call it a day, but I'm pretty stoked. I caught a pumpkin seed, a nice little bluegill.
Okay, I wanted to take a minute to explain exactly what I'm doing right here. As you can see behind me, there's a whole bunch of clumped up grass, and obviously this situation calls for something weedless. We can obviously tell that I'm not fishing with something weedless, so I'm just kind of finding small holes, and I'm flipping my little jerkbait in there, jerking it once or twice, and boom, the bass smash it. The dangerous part is the fact that there's so much grass that these bass can just dig me down in the grass, and if anything big bites, I could be toast and they could break me off. That being said, I feel like this lake has a lot of smaller fish in it, so I don't think it's a huge risk. The other thing is, you can obviously tell that I've been talking kind of quietly, and really the point is because I'm fishing like 15-20 feet away from the fish that I'm trying to catch. And so it requires just a little bit of stealth. That all being said, you can see right there that the sun is setting, so I've only got a few more minutes to fish. Hopefully, we can end the day with a couple more bass. Let's get back to it.
Excellent. Come on. Oh, oh, he missed it. Come on. He missed it. There he is. There he is. Oh no! I missed him, son of a gun. There he is. There he is. There he is. Oh no. Oh boy. No! Okay, that's what I get for fishing the sketchy hole. He had it, he pulled me down into the weeds, and he came off. Fortunately, I still have my jerkbait. That's the most important part. But it does stink that he came off. I don't know how big that fish was. It actually might have been decent. Ever since it started getting darker, they're missing it a lot more. They're not getting it near as good, and I really think that comes down to the fact that their eyes are not completely adjusted. I definitely think I want to do some more of this in the future. This was super fun. Oh, there he got it. Such a dink, but I'll take him. I missed the last like so many bites, so it was nice to actually land this one. Man, he's, okay, stop that. I do not want to hook on my finger. You just stop right now. Yeah, like I was saying, I definitely need to do some more micro jerkbait fishing. Super fun. You know, this reminds me, back when I was in high school, really getting into fishing, right? I bought some cheap floating jerkbaits from Cabela's, and I went to this really clear pond with my buddy, and I remember sight fishing those fish with a little cheap Cabela's jerkbait, and I just remember that was one of the most fun days of fishing I had my entire time in high school. It was just such a cool body of water, but then on top of that, all these 15 and 16-inch bass just hammering a jerkbait, and I got to watch them all do it. And so I tell you what, I've always liked sight fishing. Floating jerkbaits, this brings back just great memories from my youth. Enough about that, let's just catch another fish, come on. So this bank over here is the one that had a ton of fishermen on it earlier. Well, now that the sun's gone down, a lot of them left, so I might be able to fish just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna have to go home. Oh, there he is. It's a bluegill. No freaking way. Only I could do this. Only I. He's hooked in the mouth. Oh, well, kind of in the mouth, on the underside. Only I could do this, folks. This is straight up impressive. Throw a jerkbait and catch a freaking bluegill that's literally 3.5 inches long. I am the dink master, folks. The dink master. There we go. I feel like this fish has played with it numerous times. I'm getting tired. Sun going down is just all of a sudden it's dark. I feel like an old man. Little guy's feisty. Look how big his tail is for how small he is. Gonna be a big fish someday. The sun has went down. My energy level is slowly decreasing because I am an old man and I normally go to bed by now. I'm on the old man schedule. Go to bed by 9, wake up at about 4:30. Oh, there he is. Hammered it, hammered it. Oh my gosh, he came out of nowhere. Oh gosh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Little buddy, little buddy, little buddy. Get up here. Oh, it's starting to rain. All right, see you, buddy. Let's go back to the car. My last cast, I caught a fish. I'll take it.
Okay, we're back in the car, and I tell you what, I didn't know it was gonna start raining. Also, you can tell that my face is glistening right now because it's pretty hot out there. It's pretty humid, and I'm sweating. My back is sweaty, it's disgusting. What I'm gonna need to do now is go home, have a cold beverage, take a shower, and get to bed. Because like I said, old man status. It's past my bedtime. When the sun's down, I go down. I'm rambling again. Why do I always ramble so much? We'll catch you next time.